Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video from the Purple Penny. My name is Mark. I own and run the Purple Penny along with my wife Catherine. Purple Penny is a small coin and banknote dealer in the northern suburbs of Adelaide in a place called Mawson Lakes. We've been here for 5.5 years. I try to do these videos every Monday at about this time, which is 12 o'clock Adelaide time. What do we do here? We buy and sell coins, banknotes and collectibles. We do a lot of buying over the counter. We're also authorised dealers for the Royal Australian Mint, so we sometimes get new release product from the Royal Australian Mint which we make available in our shop, and we enjoy what we do here. What's happened in the last week? We probably saw the Facebook posts last week. One of the security shutters out the front decided to self-destruct on Wednesday morning. It started rolling up and something inside of it failed. It pulled itself to pieces. Catherine reacted quickly and appropriately and went and switched it off. When she switched it off, the whole thing fell off the wall. I stood out the front with my mouth open with flies moving in and out of my mouth while I was trying to figure out what was going on. So that was a bit of excitement. It just means that for a little while at least the front right corner of our shop is a little bit darker than usual because we've reassembled the shutter and screwed it in place so security is maintained, and we're in the process of getting that replaced. It was very loud, probably one of the loudest noises I've ever heard when that all came down. Thankfully no one was hurt, and thankfully no stock was damaged either. What else has been going on? There's been a lot of gold and silver coming into the shop. Gold and silver are at or near all-time highs. Gold was over $4,200 an ounce last week. It's dropped back to about $41.40 today. Silver was over $52 an ounce. It's back to just over $49 today. But we've been getting a lot of stuff coming in, not so much going out, but it has been coming in. General coin sales are a little flat. It's been a bit quiet. No new releases to speak of, but there is a new release coming up this week. But sort of the $2 new releases was the big one with the red purple poppy last month. But that's yesterday's news, and everyone's waiting for the next $2 release, no doubt. Right, let's get into the news. We do have the coin releases for November, which I have yet again failed to create a slide for them. Just give me 1 second and I'll do that. Assuming this is going to work. There we go. Right, there's the releases for Thursday the 7th of November. We've got the annual lunar releases, 2025 dated coins for the lunar year of the snake. 50-cent tetradecagon, $5 dome proof and $1 uncirculated 2-coin set. And then we've got the continuing kangaroo series, which has been of course on the go since 1993. 1/10 ounce gold coin, which is $540, $1 silver proof, which is $140, and $1 frosted unk, which is $85. So those are being released this Thursday. We have limited stocks available in the shop. If you're not a local, then you may well be able to get them through the ballot at the Mint. Right, let's just say a few hellos here before we go any further. Hello everyone who's watching, thank you for joining in. Thank you for commenting. If you are not willing to comment, then feel free to send us a message outside of video time and I'll try and call out to you. I'd like to thank Bob, who I met on Friday. Bob's a resident in Melbourne. He raises dogs for the Australian Border Force, raises Labradors for the Australian Border Force, and Bob had a collection he wanted to sell and he chose to drive over from Melbourne to sell it to us on Friday because we raise dogs for the See Differently, for guide dogs and assistance dogs. So it was lovely to meet you, Bob, and it was lovely to see a picture of your beautiful girl Matcha and her new group of puppies. So thank you for coming in, Bob. It's much appreciated. Hello Patrick, hello Greg, hello Ray, hello Peter, Charles, Pauline, John, Bevan, who's awake. Welcome to Monday, Bevan. Hello Jason, Gwen, Chris, Pauline, Matt, Kim and Petra. Thank you everyone for joining in. The biggest news story this week was the ongoing theft of the Bluey dollar coins, which were stolen in June from a not very secure transit facility in Sydney. It turns out that someone loaded up 63,000 Bluey dollar coins and drove them out of the facility. Someone was arrested fairly quickly for that. A couple of weeks later, another person was arrested. Turns out that perhaps one of the suspects was an employee at the facility. Now, it was unclear what had happened to the 63,000 coins. There was only about 100 or so recovered, and it was perhaps thought that they were put into circulation, but in the last few days a third person has been arrested, a woman who is believed to be driving the car that was loaded down with these coins. And at the same time that she was arrested, the police executed a search out in Western Sydney and found $40,061 coins in a storage unit in Western Sydney. So that's about 2/3 of the coins that were stolen, and you can see them there laid out on the floor in jumbo bags. So they hadn't broken open those bags, and that's good work by the police getting hold of those. Now, these were part of the Australia Post Bluey promotion. I believe these were the coins, the dollar coins that you could have got in change from Australia Post when that promotion was happening. So well done to the police for securing more of those coins. You probably have heard of a mule before. Matt says, do these end up at a sheriff's auction? I don't know. That's a really good question. I'm not sure about the legality of who owns those coins. I don't think everything that gets recovered goes to a sheriff's auction. I think it's only the stuff that someone doesn't come and claim. Obviously, either the Royal Australian Mint or Australia Post knows who owns those coins, so I doubt whether they'll end up in a sheriff's auction. But that's a good question, Matt. What a great question. A new mule has been discovered. A mule being a unintended pairing of obverse and reverse dies, or perhaps a unintended collar die. It's called a mule because it's two things that aren't supposed to be used together. If you know anything about Australian coins, you would of course know about the year 2000 $1.10 mule. Of course, that's not the only mule that there is. There's a lot of others. This is a new one that's a modern NCLT mule that was created by the Royal Mint. In 2022, the Royal Mint issued a £2 1 ounce silver coin with the portrait of King Charles on it, and they also issued a coin that was exactly the same specifications. That was a £5 with a portrait of King Charles on it. And as you would know it, of course, the £2 obverse die was accidentally paired with the £5 reverse die. Two of those have been discovered so far. Two of those coins have been discovered. Whether it was an accident or deliberate, we probably won't know, or perhaps the Royal Mint is investigating it. But this is the second piece that is known, where they've accidentally paired the £2 obverse with a £5 reverse. So the obverse is from a 2022 King Charles £2 Queen Elizabeth II tribute 1 ounce silver coin, and the reverse is from a Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II 2022 UK £5 silver proof coin. So two different coins, different denominations, but exactly the same size and weight, and the dies got mixed up. This one has been just graded by PCGS as PR70D cam, so not all mules get into circulation, and not all mules of course have a double rim on them, a mule being a coin that is struck by dies that are not intended to be used together. Greg says coins won't be released in the court case is finished, they are evidence. Thank you, Greg. Samantha says hi Sam. Matt says, I'll have to check mine. I wouldn't have noticed. Matt must have these English silver coins. So yeah, have a look, Matt. That would be good. And Jay says, hi all, first time watcher from Queensland. Be gentle. Everyone make fun of the new person. No, don't do that. Welcome, Jay. It's great to have a new viewer. Please come along every week if you can watch live. If not, these videos can be watched later on Facebook and also up on YouTube. Some coin dealers in America have noticed a surge in fake coins in the last couple of months, crossing the counters of coin dealers' shops in the US, and according to the dealers, they are mostly overseas source fakes, primarily out of China. And a few dealers have been asked about what they think the reasoning behind this is, and they think that it could be due to a surge in precious metal prices, how easy it is to get online and buy fake coins from online marketplaces these days, and a lot of people getting sucked in by outrageous coin value journalism, saying that coins have huge amounts of value, and people thinking there's easy money to be made there. The dealers are primarily seeing fake key date coins and fake bullion coins. That being said, the picture there's a genuine Morgan dollar on the left and a fake Morgan dollar on the right. Neither of them is a key date, and in the conditions shown, they only are worth about $40 or $50, but the one on the right is a fake one. So it's a fake that might have been bought from an online marketplace for $3 or $4 and tried to be sold in a coin dealer in the USA for perhaps $30 or something like that. So not all fake coins are particularly valuable, but people do try to slip them past. Now, one coin dealer did say that the average person knows nothing about coins, the same way the average person knows nothing about plumbing or how to fix their car. Now, I wouldn't put coin dealing on the same pedestal as mechanicking or plumbing, but here in the coin shop we do know a lot about coins, and that dealer's quite right. The average person knows nothing in comparison, and should always be aware or beware of fake coins and either buying them or selling them. It is, I believe, illegal to try and knowingly pass fake coins. And certainly if you're looking to buy key date coins or bullion coins, it is easy to get your fingers burnt by buying them from the wrong place. So if you have key date coins or potentially valuable coins that you're not sure are real, or you are looking to buy the same, then do find a reputable dealer who can authenticate those coins for you. And those images are courtesy of the Greenfield Recorder. It's a really interesting coin related article there in a general newspaper. Now, a few months ago I did talk about this coin. It's a 1975 proof 10 cent or a dime. All proofs in America are struck at the San Francisco Mint and have an S Mint mark on them. This one, for whatever reason, and one other coin were minted without mint marks on them, so just two of them known. It was bought in 1978 for $18,200 and came onto the market last month. It was predicted to sell for US $500,000, which is $750,000 Australian, and it ended up selling for $506,250. So bang on the estimate there, and a good result for the people who wanted to sell that particular coin. Last, let's have a look, see if we've got any more comments here. Samantha's going to check her UK bullion coins as well. Good job, Samantha. I hope you're a winner there. Hello, Nathan. And good luck with your nephew being born any time now. I assume it's your brother or your sister that's their child, so good luck with that and to your family. And hello, Peter. How are you? Switzerland, who is known as a banking and financial hub of the world, have decided to issue some new banknotes. They haven't issued any new banknotes since 2017, and for the first time in their couple of 100-year history, they're actually going to consult with the public about the design of the notes. They've invited, I think, 15 or 20 designers, local designers, to submit designs for the notes. The theme's already been decided, Switzerland and its elevation. And the higher the denomination of the notes, the higher the Swiss features that are depicted on those particular notes. So the 1,000 franc note is required to depict some sort of Swiss landmark that is at a very high altitude, whereas the 5 franc note is something perhaps down at ground level. Really interesting theme there. In Switzerland, 1 in 3 transactions are still carried out in cash, which is quite a lot higher than most of the other countries in the world. And the chairman of the Swiss bank, when he was announcing this design competition, did highlight what the advantages of cash are and encourage people in Switzerland to keep using cash. It's not reliant on the internet, it's not reliant on power being on, it's not reliant on devices actually working. So in Switzerland, cash is still a big thing. And interestingly, they are going to continue issuing the 1,000 franc note, which is a very popular note amongst central banks for transferring huge amounts of value fairly easily, because 1,000 Swiss francs is about 1,750 Australian dollars in one note. So a very high denomination note there. Hello Angela, thank you for joining in. Right, I was very uninspired today about what to do for this video, and really struggled with a theme for the day, and I didn't end up coming up with something, otherwise we'd be cutting things off here. So what I thought I'd look at just quickly is my thoughts on the 2 biggest innovations that have affected coin collecting in my time of being in and around coin collecting, and that is third-party grading and the internet. Third-party grading is the process of sending coins to an independent company, having them evaluate the condition of the coin, holding it up with a numerical grade on it, and sending it back to you. The advantage of a reputable third-party grading company is that they more or less grade coins with the same standards every time, and they do so completely independently. They don't buy and sell those particular coins, they're just applying a grade to it and encapsulating it and sending it back to you. Now, why is that a big innovation? Because it's a good way of getting a coin authenticated. It's a great way of having the quality of a coin determined. And us as coin dealers, and this is unavoidable as a coin dealer, we are just human, and if we're having a good day, sometimes we'll overgrade things. If we're having a bad day, we'll undergrade things. And there are coin dealers who deliberately undergrade things when they're buying them, and then deliberately overgrade them when selling them, and that's a way of padding out their profits. And third-party grading, if you use a reputable company such as PCGS or NGC, takes away most of that and makes it better for us as dealers and for you as collectors. So third-party grading is a huge innovation in the coin collecting marketplace, and has had a big impact here in Australia. It's been fought every step of the way by some dealers and collectors, and often that's because they either resist it out of stubbornness or resist it because they don't believe that anyone else can grade coins, that they've got some sort of magic sauce that no one else does. And then of course there are the dealers who do pad their profits by inflating grades when they sell them. So third-party grading has been great for the collector community. And the other big innovation in collecting is the internet. And there's 3 ways that I believe the internet has affected us. It provides a great source of information. There's a lot of great information on the internet that you couldn't get unless you had books or a massive numismatic library. Now a lot of that information is available online, and also you can even contact the originators of the information. I am delighted over the years to have been able to contact authors of books that I own and ask them questions and get responses, and 30 years ago you couldn't do that, and that's a great thing for collectors. For collectors, being able to buy and sell on the internet is amazing. It really empowers us. It allows us to reach out and buy things that were very difficult to buy before. It also allows us to sell our own collections and sell our own items. And from a collecting point of view, that has brought the prices down on a lot of things, because what used to be rare, and the only reason it was rare is because things were hard to distribute around the world, now they're much more accessible. So, you know, you as a collector should be super pleased that you can buy and sell things over the internet. And the final thing, and this is maybe, you know, why we're here today, is the internet gives you a chance to connect with the coin collecting community. Coin collecting by its very nature is quite solitary, and the internet has shrunk the world and shrunk the coin collecting world accordingly. So Facebook groups, YouTube channels, Reddit, all those sort of social sorry, I've just had a blank there. Instagram, TikTok, you know, all those things have brought the coin collecting world together, and that is nothing but a good thing. Now, of course, there are downsides to all of this stuff. A lot of the information on the internet is crap and wrong and lies. Being able to filter that out is difficult. Buying and selling is fraught with danger online, with fraud and selling of fakes and things like that. And the community sometimes allow the dissemination of wrong information. They're set up to try and rip off the collecting community. So there are downsides to all of it, but I think on the whole the internet has been super positive for coin collecting, and it wouldn't be the hobby it was without it. So that's my two things that I think of the biggest innovations in coin collecting. Let's have a look at some questions here. Sorry. Hello Aaron, hello Lynn. Matt says, how much of your trading would be done over the internet? It's about 40% of our turnover, Matt, is through our website. We don't do any stuff on it. Well, we do very little on eBay, but most of it is through our website. So that's about 40% of our turnover. Greg says grading and holding can also preserve coins for future generations, and yeah, that's a good point. We do get coins in here that have been in unsafe coin holders for decades, and they certainly do affect the quality of the coins, and a well-designed third-party coin holder can help preserve a coin, because all you really want from a coin when it's put away is for it to come out the same way that it went in, whether it went into storage 3 years ago or 30 years ago. So that's a good point, Greg, about third-party grading. Hello Catherine, thank you for joining in, and that's it for today. Just a short one today. Good luck everyone with the coin release on Thursday, and happy collecting and stay safe. Thank you for joining in, and we'll be back next time. Bye for now.